Alright, so like I said, we were gonna do the side quests and stuff, so let's just zip over here real quick. It'll help with leveling too, because I don't know if I'm close to leveling. We're only barely halfway there. Scholarly perspective there. Hello, friend. Are you new to Charlian? You have that look about you. I thought as bad. Oh, I'm not bothering you, am I? I so rarely meet travelers from beyond our shores that I couldn't pass up an opportunity to broaden my horizons. Okay. Sorry. I assume a visitor such as yourself is here to do the same? If you're interested in learning about this country's city's history, for example, then I know the perfect person to give an unproved lesson. Head on over to Scholar's Harbor. Keep an eye out for a black-haired Rogan. That would be my brother. He'll know the tale of any pillar that ever met you care to point out, and would be more than happy to share it with you. Literary delivery. Are you one of those adventuring types I heard so much about? Oh, but this is perfect. I just happen to have an errand of the kind that adventurers love, or so I'm told. I'm holding on to some volumes my customers ordered in, but instead of coming to pick them up, they've all decided that they want their goods delivered. I find myself in need of a delivery person. Might that person be you? Okay, give me the box. Huzzah! Let me give you the details then. All in all, there are 3 books on the delivery docket. The first is Guardian Astronomy. A comprehensive theory should be handed to the servant at an Albright Manor. A White Yonder is for a certain talkative book lover who you'll know by the constant stream of chatter. And the last, narrow road through the deep grass, goes to one of the toughest, most unflappable laners I have ever met. I'll just mark their locations on this handy map, like so. Books are bought and paid for, no need to collect any coin, but do return to me for your own reward. I'm gonna grab all this. The hunt for specimen. Do my eyes deceive me, or are you Ron Stoppable? Well, as I live and breathe, it is you. Ha! I knew I'd be the first to track you down. Who's the guild ship's top hunter now, eh? Wait, you have heard of guild ship hunts, right? They're not so different from the hunts you are familiar with in Erosia, as I understand it. I've wagered they're more challenging, but an adventurer of your caliber would never turn down a challenge, would you? No. No, you would not. Pray speak with to register your interest. Really is convenient. Okay. Have you come to place a bounty on an unruly beast? By the scholar, you're Ronald. I was half convinced I'd set the others impossible task, asking them to find the Gleaners. The Gleaners guild ship has begun posting hunt bills, you see, in the hopes capable individual will take up arms to lighten our ever-increasing load. Unfortunately, capable individuals remain the sticking point. You hailing from our Lalafell are willing to take up arms, let alone able to stand against the more fearsome specimens. You, however, had the experience and the grit that we need. When I heard that you had arrived at our shores, it was music to my ears. You needed work for free, of course. Done our research. The rewards we offer are as fine as any you find abroad. The currency we employ is a relic of times when gleaners was a great deal less figurative, as you may find it somewhat eccentric, but it is good as guild here. Speaking of eccentric, it should be noted that the majority of our clients are scholars. You probably won't have heard of half the creatures they send you after, but I find it best not to worry about that overmuch. Slay beasts, like samples. Try not to think of the long-term effects of touching said samples. You get paid. Simple, no? That being said, I wouldn't dream of throwing you in the deep end just yet. Let's have you start off with some junior. I mean, hunting is open now. The few sponsors subscribing to the bill. March will become available in 83. You strike me as someone who isn't afraid to get your hands dirty. I don't mean that as a euphemism. Are you interested in a bit of good old-fashioned hard work? But perhaps I'll get ahead of myself. I'm Greg, one of the Charlian's gleaners. It is our role to procure materials, samples, knowledge, all you can imagine and more. Naturally, it has been difficult for any one person to comb the world. Each time our countrymen ask something of us, thus do we form a guildship. The better to share our information and see the requests we receive to the hands of those best suited to further them. Some requests, for instance, are better assigned to those who demonstrate a certain degree of persistence and the callous on your hands. Tell me that you are such one such person. I understand that you may feel some trepidation given the somewhat lack selection process, as you like as not suspect, the forum would never officially recognize a traveler from another nature as a gleaner. Unofficially, however, we're up to our next request as of late. Are coming in faster than ever before. We'll take any talent we can get and pay good coin for it, so please tell me you're interested. Yes. The Gleaner levies. I could so just... Oh, that's my good. Oh yeah. That's why I was wondering, it's like, wait, why is everything locked? All this. I get that lore. Got you, Gazer. Yes? There's something I might help you with? Ah, my dear sister, you say. Well, she did indeed send you to the right man, for whom better to teach you about Sharian history than a studium certified history professor. Here, take my sky glad. Go on, take it. No time like the present to learn about the past. We shall begin your education with divine Halaki, scholar himself. Inspect the statue. Inspect the statue for I move the camera as well as zooming out. Okay. This statue is a representation of Palaga, one of the 12 divinities of Eorzea, and guardian deity of Sharian, as a god of knowledge who rules over rivers and wisdom. There was once a system of governance in Sharian known as the Esilia, a great gathering at which each citizen was given a voice in decisions affecting the nation's future, and it was during one such forum wherein the people voted to elect Taliak as our patron. It was not piety which drove this choice, but rather a natural progression of our principles and creeds. We Shalians have, after all, always devoted ourselves to the pursuit of knowledge. If you've learned your history, you will know that the Sixth Unblown Error brought a catastrophic flood to the lands of Eorzea. Yeah, when it all seemed lost, the 12 Archons rose up and saved multitudes from a terrible fate. Of those 12, it was Archon Nurkut who brought our ancestors here in his ark, and together they founded what would become the great nation of Sharlayan. The beach at the foot of Tana's statue is the very spot those first Sharlayans made land. I imagine how they must have felt on that day, some 1600 years ago. Wow. Here we are. Mythology tells us that Gaia bore a magic pitcher from which poured forth the waters of knowledge. See how the water is drawn up from the canals and cascade endlessly into the sea, as well as recreating the divine. The table, it also symbolizes the wisdom which rises from our city and flows out into the world. If you would like to learn more about the mechanism by which it works, the stonemasons who built it left records of their struggle in the archives, and a rather challenging construction by all accounts. And there you have it. They just literally explained how the thing works. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed your introduction to Sharlayan historical architecture. If you are to do justice to the tower in Terlalat, however, there is one last snippet of knowledge that we simply cannot overlook. Come along to the foot of the statue. Yeah. So, they just explained there's a mechanism. And there's a mechanism inside the statue that allows the endless flow. I guess it, like I thought, it probably, water probably travels off through the statue and comes out of the, the pot thing. And it just goes in a cycle. like a lot of us thought. Not hard to put that together. Like, beg pardon, good sir. I could scarcely help but notice that sightseeing log on your person. You wouldn't happen to be an adventurer my niece wrote about, would you? Ah, so it is you. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I am Bray. I am Babrith. Ironheart. Malef's aunt and seasoned explorer. Dear, and hand me that log of yours. Nana told me all about how she helped you embark on explorations of your own. It's only right that I share with you some wisdom of my own. Let me see here. Oh, and I can't forget to mention that. And to be all set, dear. I've jotted down everything I've heard about the most remarkable vistas the realm has to offer. Of course, a few notes I've shared are not more than rumors. Some describing locales so fantastical that I barely believe they exist. But as I always say, the true joy of exploration lies not in the destination, but in the journey. So go forth, dear, and see what sort of journey these hints take you on. That sightseeing log of yours won't go itself, you know. Endwalker entries have been added to your sightseeing log. You must be level 80 or above to record the Endwalker vistas. Travel to the location indicated and fulfill the necessary conditions. Earning experience points in the process. Use your wits in the notes provided by these stunning sights and the proper way to appreciate them, and see Traverse, Charlian, and beyond, as only the great explorers have seen them. Nice. After this, there's like... Okay. It's so good. Oh, the music. Wait a sec. Oh, I thought we could get in there. Right, direct your attention to yon doors. Behind them, nestled within the statue itself, is a chamber known as the Pathless Way. Those who have acquired mastery over specialized disciplines or whose deeds have led to significant advances in the chosen field are invited to enter said chamber and retrieve the title of Archon. We place great value on the pursuit of knowledge, and thus the Archons are held in especially high regard as the embodiment of our ideas. They are permitted to browse the forbidden archives and have ever stood at the center of our nation's greatest achievement. Now, as for the most secret and sacred ceremony which awards them their title, I'm afraid that even I am not privy to the particulars. Forgive me for my ignorance on this subject, I hope. Scholar and a gentleman, and this concludes the lesson. Should you happen to return by the same route, pray convey my warmest gratitude to Brindley. So you're saying, are you trying to say if we get maybe all of our jobs to 90, we'll have access to inside there as a reward? And be given a powerful title? Probably not even all jobs. Probably just our crafting and gathering jobs. Because we would have absolute knowledge of that. Oh, I can't. First we have to do the main story. We have to complete the main scenario first, and then start that. Or maybe we'll see how far we get today and then match the levels you're doing our crafting and gathering. Something I can help you with? Have a book. Oh, is this my book? Good. I need it for my journey. I usually don't have a great deal of time for reading, but I am leaving for Othral on requisition duty. I wanted to have some research on Far Eastern cultures. I know little of the people of the Zine steppe. It says here that there are 41 distinct tribes, each with their own customs and traditions. The Boduga, for example, are exclusively male, are known for kidnapping male outsiders to punish false number. Is this accurate? I'll need to tread carefully, it seems. Thank you for the timely Those are crystals. That's I don't remember the whatchamacallit being epic. Earthly Star. You just came back from hearing one of my brother's lectures, haven't you? That's another look I'm quite familiar with. His brother saw your knowledge is extensive, sufficient to earn him the title of Archon, he hopes. The problem is if his contributions to the field are to be officially acknowledged, he must have written recommendations from high-ranking professors. But in these tumultuous times, such ceremonial concerns have been pushed to one side, and so he idly away his spare moments at the harbor now, gazing out at the ocean. I thought having an eager student might enlighten Park, which is why I jumped at the chance to speak with you. I must apologize for not being more honest with my intentions. Please accept this gift for your troubles and allow me to welcome you as once more to Charlemagne. Yeah, so apparently he's supposed to have been an Archon, but they've pushed the timetable aside, I guess. They've pushed his ceremony, the ceremony that would acknowledge him. Sadly, like, God, that's kind of sad. Wait a second, is that? I'm not gonna be able to do anything here. Whoa. People are looking pretty good right now. Oh, if I ask you for help, you will help me, won't you? Yes, I'll help you. Well, good. Well, good, because I'm having a problem with a runaway doll. Wait, what? That's right. All I did was lend him a little ether and he hopped up and dashed off down the street. Mama bought him for me as a special gift. Now I've gone and lost him. They'll be furious with me for losing the toy I kept asking for, so please, you have to help me find him. Alright, I'll hurry home to see if he went there. And you can search the rest of the city. Oh, he's a yellow carbuncle doll, by the way, and I think he was headed north. Anyway, meet me back here when you have him. Or, you know, you just give up. Mom. You have an appointment? Oh, I have a copy of it. Lordship requested. I must confess to some confusion, however. What is lordship? It's, outdated Ishgardian discipline. Not that I am in any position to question his order's reading habits, of course. Yeah, you shouldn't question. Okay, judging by the fact that everyone is gathered here. Well, no, this is... Finding a lifelike expression aside, it appears to be otherwise motorist. Returned. I guess the magic has ran out of it. What am I doing? Go back. There. I mean, considering we just saw someone running around as a Reaper who wasn't there, I don't think I'll ever see him again. Found him. Just like Big Mooney had half. Alright. Oh, that's what I call the neighbor who used to play with me. She was so tall and stories about our friend, a powerful wizard who could summon his very own carbuncle companion. That's why I wanted one for me. I have to learn to move him around better though, so that when he comes back, she'll see how hard I can. Is that when someone helps you, you have to show your gratitude. Oh, no. Oh, she was talking about, Doombringer. Oh. I know she's, I don't know the name, how to say the name of the top of my head. It's just... It was the woman that, it was clearly clear that Oriange loved. Like, you can't deny it. Who, died trying to protect, Minfilia. Now I'm sad. Now I'm upset. Please tell me you've bought my new book. I've been waiting for what feels like ages for the latest shipment to arrive. Here's your book. Hey, do you know the White Yonder? was written by a lad of 14 years, I myself question how reliable such a work. A far-reaching colleague with whom I've been exchanging wares by. It describes the wonders of the Valiant Sea of Clouds in exquisite detail, and it's by all accounts a brilliant good read. The bit about fighting the... Oh, I should let you return to your deliveries and whatnot. Yep. Wait, are we talking Alpha now? Alpha now break that up? Waiting woman. Waiting? How long must I wait? Oh, forgive me, I was just thinking out loud. I made plans to meet my paramour, you see, but the time of our rendezvous is past. As a member of the Forum, his work keeps him ever so busy, more so than usual in recent days. Still, he promised he would put some time aside for me. For us. I don't suppose your wanderings will take you anywhere near sight today, will it? I need someone to check if he's there while I stay here just in case. Thank you ever so much. My tardy sweetheart is an Aura man. Brown hair, serious mien. Should you happen to spot him, pray conveying the state of my rapidly mounting patience. Alright. No problem. I can do that. I'll go here real quick and get this. Turn this in. Ah, safely delivered, of course. My shop is well known for carrying publications not only from Charlian authors, but from all matter of foreign chronicles and tale keepers. Meaning every time a new shipment comes in, I'm faced with an avalanche of work. I would have been buried alive without your assistance today. So here's a little something to show my gratitude. Nice. A nutman! Oh, that's a Montman, alright. Plate surrounding. Ooh! He cleared ultimate. If we were to efficiently supply the weapons, let's put it. That's a gentle poke. Oh, where did you spring from? You guys tired of waiting? I'm not. Oh gods, that was today? I was so engaged with my task, I must go to her immediately. And you must be rewarded for this service. Come along, please, quickly. Oh, that's good. Wait, what is that? Oh, it's a manga goblin. Oh, nice. That's one of our fears is that the game is going to be overrun by DPS and healers because of Sage and Reaper. But I'm seeing a lot of tanks, so I think we'll be safe. The art finally arrived thanks to your gentle reminder. He looked so exhausted from its endless layers, however, that I sent him home to rest. I had a feeling he would be out of his sight. They say that Spur of Rock was where the Emperor Archon used to sit when he had matters to meditate upon. I inhabited late love cold. And both of or his role as the founder of Sharian and the Ark. He built to save people from the floodwaters. Okay. Thus, I have an inkling of where to look when the appointed times of our triumphs have passed. In any case, I should go and be with him while we still have some spare moments to enjoy. Don't forget your reward. Thank you. Yeah, that puts us a little close. I mean, we're pretty much over halfway. And that should be all the quests, yeah. Side quest complete, yay! So let's go. Okay, now that that's all done. Why is it? Hey. What is this music? Glorified rat catcher. We would do well to learn more of what specifically the gleaners are being tasked to do, as well as who tasked them to do what. Do it. If you're a game, Ronald, I have an idea. Didn't one of the gleaners request to say something about escape varmints? Perhaps if you were to help him capture insect creatures, he might be inclined towards a more friendly and enlightening conversation. In the meantime, I will turn my charms upon this gleaner here. He'll bear notes afterwards. Happy hunting. I wonder what this one is. I'm gonna think lookout. Yeah. Okay. Nay, I am not tricking my duties. I've not been down here in an age. I wish to get my bearings before I went fumbling about. From what I can see, however, there is not obviously out of place. We shall have to resort to... How? How did they build such a place underground? It's like being above land, but we're underground. We're under Sharian, and it's like, why? How? You wish to help me find the moments? I'm not just suitable to pay you for your services, but if you're offering out of the goodness of your heart, I'd welcome the assistance. Lots of information invited. The name is our friend. Specialist is in the collection of live specimens. That said, the capture of these Nexian varmints is a trial I have no desire to repeat. Grizzled mice. Grizzly mice, they call them. For a mercy, there is no other marmot specimens on their tier at present, so there should be no mistaking our little fugitives. If you happen to catch any, Stuff them in this sack, gently. Where to begin, you wonder? I'm not seeing any scrapbook around here, so we need to widen our search into the surrounding forest. Be on your guard. There are beasts out there that won't hesitate to prey on a mammoth, varmint, or you. I'll search the trees to the west. Good luck. One more. There we go. This place is insane. I'm just saying. Just straight up troll. They even hitting me. I can't tell. Oh god, I'm so used to shoulder tackles, so it's like, oh, it's so interesting though. That's gonna take some time to get used to. I'm so used to using shoulder tackle as an attack, so having it changed into something else as just a gap closer or a, like. Hey, get back here. Careful us into the underbrush. Figured. Is that all that's changed? Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, by the way, we have to, after this, we have to... This one's mine, this one is. There you go. Getting sick of this thing. Sick of them. I'm gonna be honest, everything feels more stable now since they lowered all the numbers and stuff. It's not calculating as insanely as before, so it's like, hey, an ethercorn. Yeah, look at that. Oh wait, I messed up. Oh. I'm having fun. Aw. Got you now. More prepared for its speed this time. You see, closing the sack over your elusive quarry. Oh, I just went up. Well, how do I act? Oh yeah, okay, now I remember. It's perfect balance. We have to activate. Form ship? How did you fare? I tracked down 3 of the pack. That leaves 1 at Counterclaw. Ah, there's the odd mama out. Wait here a moment while I put our friends in hold. Thankfully, the marmots seem to be unharmed. They've held up well in isolation, but it's much too soon to release them into the habitat. It's a good thing we were able to recapture them so swiftly. Have my thanks. As you. Why the authority in charge of Labyrinthos? Now and in perpetuity. Same officials who've had us working day and night of late. Honorable members of the forum, who else? Suitable for consumption, easy to breathe. Those were the 2 conditions I was giving for the stock. Constructed the PVR. I don't know what the forum has planned for these creatures, but at the very least I doubt they'll serve I doubt they'll be served for dinner today or tomorrow. Here you are, Ronald. The one who was looking for lost marmots? You keep, friend. Who are you folks? I'm Crowd, the students of Baldesti. These others are my associates. Truth be told, the forum's decision of late have not sat entirely well with us. That is why we made the descent into Labyrinthos. We'd hope that by seeing those decisions put in action, we might more fully understand their reasoning. Why is it practical? Or hurts to try and gain a broader perspective, does it? It recalls other animals to capture and enclosures to empty. Once again, I'm sorry that I can't offer you more for your services. Did you learn anything new from your friend there? So, we're confirmed that the order for this ambitious operation did indeed come directly from the forum. However, the Glaners have not been informed of its purpose. I'd say that fits with everything we've heard thus far. We've also discovered when the operation was begun, the forum contacted the Gleaners Guild ship and put their people do this great work some 4 days after the Lalafell made their chilling decoration. As seasoned travelers, the Gleaners keep abreast of news from every corner of the world out of necessity. Thus am I inclined to trust that their calendar of events is accurate. Altogether, it gives the distinct impression that their undertaking was a sudden and unexpected development. Yet I find it hard to believe that such a comprehensive restructuring of the Labyrinthos and its archives have been planned in so brief a window. Nay, this plan was long in the making. They were but awaiting the right time to put it into effect. Into Lalafell's decoration was what set it all in motion. It seems likely, but let us not leap to conclusions just yet. For the moment, I suggest we conduct a wider investigation of Lalafell. The more facilities we visit, the more pieces of the puzzle we stand to find. In that case, how about we head to the Archeon? From there, we can reach the lower. Wow, what's wrong? I'm trying, truly. The sudden descent has left me with a bit of a headache, that's all. Nothing that will stop me from soldiering on. Let's be about it then. At least allow me to take the lead. Certain I remember the way to Archeon. We follow the path east to the forest where you were chasing after that mouse or mammoth, was it? Anyway, it's the trolls you need to watch out for. Yeah, this is not good. So, let's go here and do this quest, and then I'm coming back here and do these. So that we can have... No. Yeah, I sadly have to log in. I have to look at this. I have to look at my experience through the menu. Because I took it off the screen, and I was just like, no, it's just in the way, and I'm sick of it. Oh, yes. Behold the Archeon. None of them serves as Charlian's literary archive. So does the structure help the city's wealth of material data. The architecture too is similar. The building you see is merely the upper entrance. The access point to the vaults carved into the cliffside itself. Within those vast rooms are stored countless samples and specimens, as well as the detailed records which describe them. In a matter of speaking, the Archeon contains a physical history of Charlene's unwavering dedication to the accumulation of knowledge. Interesting. Wow, so yeah, more quests, okay. Did you in the chocobo? Don't tell me this is your first time. Is that what this is? I never do this. What? That was not what I was expecting it to do all of a sudden. So anyway. Oh, it makes it so much better when you can do this. It'll be even greater once I find him. For now. That's fine.